In my previous video, after separating the budgie pair from my garden aviary due to conflicts and breeding behavior issues, we were in for a surprise, a single egg followed by 6 more eggs. Candling the eggs using a smartphone flashlight, and was pleased to discover that they were indeed fertile. Finally, 18 days after the first egg, we welcomed our first batch of baby budgies. On day 4 for the first baby budgie and day 2 for the second, you can already notice a noticeable size difference between them. They've become more active and chirpy. The yellow sac you're observing under the head of a baby budgie is called the crop. When the parent budgie regurgitates food to feed its chicks, the food accumulates in the crop. This is why you may see a swollen, yellowish area under the chick's throat after it has been fed. During the first few days after hatching, when the chicks are very young, feedings may occur roughly every 2 to 3 hours. On day 5 for the first baby budgie and day 3 for the second, their eyes remain closed, but their growth rate is astonishing. I was expecting a third chick, so I checked the eggs again for signs of life. Some eggs may not develop fully, but at this point I believe only 2 more have the potential to hatch. Her droppings might appear larger than usual and exhibit a slightly different color as she increases her intake of essential proteins and minerals. Finding a dead or infertile egg in a budgie cage is not uncommon during the breeding process. Do not leave it in the cage, as it can become a source of bacterial contamination. Depending on the type of bedding you use, replace it weekly or as needed. The breeding pair's cage tends to get messier because they have plenty of food, including vegetables and fruits. Daily access to fresh water and a well-balanced seed mix is crucial for maintaining the health of both the chicks and their parents. While you can still treat them occasionally, it's best to limit treats to once a week for their overall well-being. On day 6, exciting changes are unfolding as the oldest baby budgie starts to open its eyes. A truly heartwarming moment. From here on, we can anticipate rapid growth and development in these adorable little ones. On day 7 for one and day 5 for the other, we welcomed our third baby budgie into the world. The larger and older chicks may receive more attention and food from the parents, potentially leaving the smaller chick at a disadvantage. Parent budgies may prioritize feeding the more vocal or active chicks. There is a risk of the older, more active chicks inadvertently trampling or injuring the smaller, younger chick, especially if the nest is small and crowded. It's essential to regularly check the baby budgie's crops. If you notice one is empty, it may indicate that the female isn't feeding the smallest one adequately. To ensure the survival of the smallest chick, you might need to intervene by removing it from the nest and initiating hand feeding. Fortunately, Angel has proven to be an exceptional mother, diligently taking care of all her chicks, ensuring they receive their meals promptly. On day 8, down feathers are sprouting even more. You can now see the black feathers developing under the skin on their back and head. The chicks are showing increased strength as they can hold their heads up for a few seconds. And the second and third babies are also showing healthy growth. On day 9, since the first baby budgie hatched, they look incredible. They've even outgrown my fort. It's interesting that the smallest baby appears to be the strongest. On day 10, the baby budgies huddle together inside the nest box, keeping each other warm and cozy. On day 10 for the first, day 8 for the second, and day 4 for the youngest, they are thriving thanks to their dedicated parents, Angel and Stubby. I'm eagerly looking forward to seeing their feather colors emerge very soon. See you in my next week update. You are awesome. Thank you for watching and subscribing. See you in my next video.